Good evening, everybody. Good evening, sir. In this tutorial, spoken English teacher, I have given you different topics, and I do believe that you will try to explain about your viewpoint related to topics what is given to you. First and foremost, you know what's much more formal. You have to give your intro, then try to clarify about your presentation playing in your mind. The first, I would like to come to you. I would like to start from you here. Please give your intro, then please start.
So my name is Anushka Patra, I read in class 6 and my school name is Tarasundari Balika Vidyavan. So today our topic is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan and its importance. We are living in a nation where many of people are not well educated. So for this reason they are also suffering from many frauds and scams. Sometimes when they visit bank for transfer money, they always use thumb impression to sign or ask help to others. And some of them can't even write or read. So to help them, government also opened a school what was specially for elder parents. But many of them can't go to that school for their shyness and underconfident. And they were also felt very uncomfortable for their age because they think that their age is not a perfect age for to learn education from teachers. So government understand and then they started a new scheme what is called Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. The main mission of them is to educate their elder parents from their own child. So if they learn from their own child, then they will not feel uncomfortable. At least they will know how to sign in a paper and how to read by their own. Then our nation will be the nation where everyone is well educated.
Very good. Give a big hand to this fellow. Really have done a very good job indeed. Now I would like to come to you here. Please carry.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Vidya Sridhar. I am in class 8. My school name is Tarasundari Balika Vidyavan. Standing at present, everything has changed, everything has developed, and the people of the present generation are well educated. The first letter of the word of education is defined the eradication, the ignorance, and the illiteracy. But still, at the corner of our society, we find so many people who are still illiterate. And in the village side, there are some people we find sometimes that they don't know how to read or write their own name and own name. And they are totally dependent on the thumb impression, which sometimes being the root of trouble. And the thing like money transaction, they also have to dependent on the thumb impression, and sometimes for depending on the thumb impression, they have to face the problem like taking the money from their bank with the help of the thumb impression, because they don't know how to sign their name, they don't know how to read. For that, the fraud is happening with them only. And for reducing this problem, our central government has declared the scheme like Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan, where the child of the illiterate parents will teach them with what their parents don't need to be ashamed or feel to be introvert. They can learn with open-minded for what they can quickly and easily learn any topic or understand any topic. And by this, the scheme of thumb impression will disappear from our society. So I think that parents are the one who stay with us every time. Either it's our hard time, or it's our happy time. They has never betrayed us with their responsibility towards us. So so we should also take the Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan as our responsibility towards them.
Very good. Give a big hand to this fellow. Also have done a very good job indeed. Now I would like to come to you. How do you have to carry on?
I am Arkana. I am from Sarkar School. So our respected sir given a nice topic, that is Rotary mission in India. India has a very oldest population in the whole world. That's why from past time there was no proper educational system in India. After independence, India had a poor economical condition for 50 years. So for that reason, we can see in society that we are the first educated generation. A little bit of education can bring a vast change in our life. The Indians who have not any proper education, they cannot even take a part of our busy society. More and more education increase self-dependency. Our previous generation always beg for getting help from others. Money transaction, investigating address, finding proper vehicle, and to know proper market price. Education can help people. Without education, there can be happen many fraud. Illiterate people also cannot submit their prospectus to all others. So for this problem, now our present government of India has launched a scheme after a lots of planning. Now in many schools there are 2 or 3 lecturers enter for to grow rate of literacy in India. By taking one or two class, they explain how to provide education to their parents as a student. Then they gave 2 copy of book for their education. Students also gave better response to execute that scheme. A nation only can realize the meaning of the education if they are free. Ruler always wants that people should be literate because literate people think 2 times before doing any work. Literate people don't obey the corruption. So sometimes ruler is also responsible for illiteracy. Unemployment is also can be a reason for illiteracy because people believe in give and take policy. After doing a lots of study, if anyone remains become unemployed, then he inspire 100 people to do not take education. Education is the sunlight which can bloom 1,000 flowers at a time, means can bring changes in the life of many people. So in a conclusion, I would like to say that illiteracy can bring human under the roof of animals. So we have to educate all Indians to get the top position in the whole world.
One of the best performance today, I think. Give a big hand to this fellow too. Really have done a very good job indeed. Now I'd like to come to you next. Please carry on.
Good evening everyone, myself Oshita, studying in class 8 my school is Harjeshwar Girls School. Education is not only a theoretical progression by getting degrees, education is also what about being disciplined that will create a gentle impression of ourselves in front of the world. We all know education only can define our life as successful. For doing everything we need education. Without education our life is dark. Education works like a candle which lighted up our dark life to make it bright as successful. We belong from a generation where all are getting education. Our parents are keep their everything to make us literate. The reason is that they know how much we will going to face problems without education as they are facing. In our society, we can find most of the people are illiterate. Illiteracy is dark side of our society. Today, in rural areas, many people don't know how to write and read. Even they don't know how to write their names. They have to totally dependent on the thumb impression. Suppose the illiterate person had given his thumb impression for bank account. After 5 years, if their thumb impression is not matched, then of course he will not able to use his bank account and other important documents. For securing their bank account and documents, they need to be done everything with their signature, not by thumb impression. As they are illiterate, for many fraud things can happen with them. For this, they are facing many troubles. For making our country bright and change the society, our government declared the Sarva Shikha Abhiyan, this mission where the children will teach their parents and that they can write and read. Illiterate people feel ashamed to get education by a teacher in outside. So not to be shameful, they will get education by their children. Before not giving education to their parents, children should think that because of their parents' financial problems, they had not able to get education. Their parents are giving them education not to be face any kinds of problem. As a result, we should teach our parents how to write and read. So in conclusion, I like to say that the first letter of word education defined to eradicate the ignorance and illiteracy. For making our country more developed, literacy is needed. We should give our parents education that they can fly like a butterfly, not to be stay in a cell. If they don't get enough education, then there will be someone's thumb impression. They will not able to stand up by themselves.
Very good. Give a big hand. Equally best performance, I think, like all. Thank you very much indeed. Now I would like to come to you. How do you enjoy?
Good evening everyone, my name is Ratullah. I am studying BTech CSC. So today our topic is how to eradicate illiteracy from students. So first of all, education is defined as E for eradicate illiteracy and D for develop our oneself and U for unique for all upcoming situations. So education must be need for any circumstance, but in urban areas some people never eligible for any circumstance such as banking transactions, self-signature and reading any documents because of illiteracy. So but also statistical illiteracy not come eventually of urban areas. Illiteracy come many self disorderness and disabilities such as poorness and worst economical condition and better guidance of their families. So illiteracy reach to dark medium and also make a darkness society. So we cannot determine a man and an animal. So a man behaves as an animal, so doesn't differentiate with animal. So education is the only path of this interrupted. So now I would have to say that many different way to solve this illiteracy. First of all, children should be learn their parents accordance with Sarva Shikha Abhiyan. So also create a school for illiteracy people. So these norms and regulation must be adhered by illiteracy people. In conclusion, that illiteracy kill our impressive society and create hazardous moment in every each time. These people always face scamming things for unknowing knowledge and education. So if we detect this matter and release of it, then we must be obey that rules, and also government take all better relevant for this illiteracy for develop our country. That's
Very
all.
good. Give a big hand to this fellow too. Really have done a very good job. And now I'd like to come to you. How do you have to go?
My name is Sunil Janoy, class 11, my school is Sarajila School. A country will be a development country when that country's people will be educated. Illiteracy means uneducated. Our India known as a high populated country. India's people are illiterate. That's why India still a developing country. And for illiterate peoples in our India, corruption happens daily. That's why our government motto is to educate every Indian, and that motto is Sarva Shikha Abhiyan. Through this motto, our government to educate every Indian. We know that our children's behavior, education level, and communication skill indicate that from which family that child belongs. It's mean a doctor child become a doctor in future, a teacher's child become a teacher in future, and also a illiterate people's child become a illiterate in future. We know that right guide is necessary to grow up a literate child. So for growing a literate child, his or her parents should be literate. If parents are educated, then their child become also educated because they get a educated environment, and that environment make them educated. So in a nutshell, I would like to say that today's children's tomorrow's future. So for that reason, parents should be educated, and then they guide their child right way, and in that way, our India also become a development country.
Development. Okay, thank you very much indeed. Now I'd like to come to you. How do you have to go on with
A
this?
society never ever developed with illiteracy. The illiteracy is the biggest issue for our modern generation because now everything depends on education. Without education, we cannot be literacy person. So education is the very essential way to be illiteracy. Still, maximum people are illiteracy inside of village. In village, maximum people can't study like their wishes due to financial problem. Causes of financial problem, they do work with responsibility in studies age. Even in village, educational system is very low than city, so they are not get proper knowledge which is actually needed them. Therefore, they are become illiteracy. We all know that illiteracy can be black out our society. Still, illiteracy is not go from our society because still people are give fingerprint, not signature, and still people cannot read their own name. It shows our illiteracy. Then central government thought that it needs a proper solution to eradicate illiteracy from our society. The solution is Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan. The motto of Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan is students will teach their parents so that they do signature, not print thumbprint, and they can write their name and read, etc. By the Abhiyan, maximum people become literacy instead of illiteracy. We should not compromise with illiteracy. We should neglect illiteracy, then the society will be improved. In a nutshell, only money cannot be developed our society. Illiteracy is needed to create a fresh society.
Very good. Thank you very much indeed. All of you have done a very good job indeed. Thank you very much. Thank you to all the participants who have given their valuable opinions and also have done their own performance today. Thank you very much indeed.